my name is Anna, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, I would like to do a video about ingredients, kind of like a review on ingredients. So I want to start a new series where that's based on my experience utilizing different materials in making homemade products, and this will be all types of things, all types of products. But I want to review materials that I've used for homemade products, because in my ingredients video, I feel like it's really analytical, and not everyone likes to make spreadsheets about things. Some people like to understand experiences. So that's what this video series is going to be about, like my experience utilizing different ingredients. So for today's video, I am going to be reviewing Argan Oil, Jojoba Oil, Safflower Oil, Babassu Oil, and Aloe Vera Butter. So let's get started. Okay, so the reasons why I picked these 5 oils that I listed here is because these oils are lightweight in my perspective. So to me, in my opinion, all of the fats, all of the oils and butters that I have listed here are lightweight. So in their categories, I would say that these are like the lightest oils in their categories. The categories that I have here are oils that are liquid or runny at room temperature, oils that are firm at room temperature, like coconut oil, and the other section is butters, like hair butters or skin body butters, like shea butter or something like that. So liquid oil, solid oil, and butters are the 3 sections, or like the 3 types of oils or fats that I'm looking at. In the liquid oils section, I would say that Argan Oil and Jojoba Oil are the lightest liquid oils that I have tried. Also Safflower. Safflower is a liquid at room temperature. So Safflower is one of like, it's more of like a medium weight oil, but in terms of the medium weight oils, it is the lightest medium weight oil that I have used so far. There are other options too that I've heard of and would like to try out. And then for the firm oils, the lightest firm oil that I have noticed is Babassu Oil. And then for butters, the lightest butter that I've noticed is Aloe Vera Butter. So I'm going to go into all of these. That's like the theme of this video, is like lightweight fats. So I hope you enjoy. Okay. Starting with Argan Oil. Argan Oil is pretty pricey. So in terms of like price ratio to the oil, it's definitely an expensive or a luxury item. The color is like this sort of amber, like golden sort of color, almost like yellowish orange. And it does not have like the most strong aroma. I haven't used it in several years, and I don't have any with me, like on me in the moment in my supply. But if I can remember correctly, the aroma is fairly mild and kind of nutty, but it's not overwhelming. Yeah, so it's kind of nutty, like seeds or acorns or something like that kind of smell. The texture, like, so how thick it is, like as per the video, or like the theme of this video, it is a lightweight oil. So the viscosity of this liquid is extremely, like, it's pretty thin. Like, it's not the thinnest oil ever. It's not like water or anything, but like it's pretty thin. It will run very quickly. If you were to put it on a bowl or slide it on a surface or something, it'll go very fast. It's pretty fast. And in terms of absorption into the skin and hair, I would say that it absorbs pretty readily into the skin and hair. So, if your hair gets like super greasy very easily, this would be a very nice lightweight oil to incorporate into your conditioners or deep conditioners or spaces that you're trying to do a hair mask or even for your skin or your face, because it is very, very lightweight. Like, it will not bog down your pores or your skin or your hair or anything or make you feel like it's heavy and oily. It doesn't feel greasy. In terms of products that I would use this in, this would be one that I would use in face products. So any type of face mask, any kind of like face lotion, that would definitely be applicable here. As well as if I have curly hair, and if you have hair in which you would apply like a leave-in conditioner, I would recommend Argan Oil in that leave-in conditioner because it's very lightweight. So it's not going to feel too heavy on the hair or body as something that you apply after the shower or something. Like, it's not going to be heavy on your skin at all. It will like dry or absorb very quickly into your skin. So I would recommend it for sensitive skin, and I would recommend it for people that don't like feeling greasy or want to use it as like a last step or incorporate it into leave-in conditioners for your hair or face lotions. It's definitely applicable there. All right, so now I'm going to move on to jojoba oil. With jojoba oil, it is more easy to locate. You can kind of get jojoba oil like locally in stores, I think, a little bit more easily than you can find argan oil. Maybe I am mistaken, but large amounts of argan oil is harder to find in person. You need to buy that online. And jojoba oil seems to be a little bit easier to find nowadays. However, it might still be something that you have to buy online. Jojoba oil's color is not as rich, like deep orangey yellow. It's just kind of like, it's a little bit more neutral. It's not as oomph. So it's more yellow and less orange, less rich. And the smell of jojoba oil is, I perceive to be slightly stronger than argan oil, but it's not a heavy scent. But it also definitely smells a little bit nutty. Jojoba oil is a very lightweight oil. It's very lightweight. It has effectively the same absorption rate as the sebum that our scalp produces. So the typical oils that we already create from our bodies, that's about the thickness of what jojoba oil is. So like if the oils from your body feels thick, that's about the thickness of a jojoba oil. It does not, lightweight oils like this, it doesn't take very much for you to just like pat everywhere and it be absorbed very quickly into the skin. I could say like maybe 2/4 worth, like 2/4 poured into my hand. I can pat that like, it will dry immediately all over me. I could easily use more than that, but I wouldn't recommend more than that on your face. That would be like your whole body or something. And you could easily use more than that. On your face, maybe the size of a dime, but I would say like maybe half of a dime for if you were going to use just a jojoba oil straight up on your face. I love using oils on my faces. Oils on my face. I don't really like making or involving too many steps in my skincare, I don't like overcomplicating things. However, I utilize jojoba oil as like a very straight oil. Like I will put it on my hair if I'm like needing to separate my curls from a style or something. If I have a lot of gel in it, I will utilize it on my skin after the shower. I will utilize it in spaces in which I feel like I just need a little bit of moisturizer and I don't want to put on a lotion. I will reach for jojoba oil. It's not as pricey and it's so versatile. It can be used in a lot of spaces. I also don't have any like negative skin reactions with that oil either. So far, neither argan oil or jojoba oil have been like something that exacerbates any skin problems for me. So extremely lightweight oil. Safflower oil. Safflower oil is what I would consider like one of the medium weight oils, and I will get into that more like as I continue with this series, so you can understand more of like how I utilize ingredients. But safflower oil is like something that I would like describe as being more of a carrier oil base. So like jojoba oil is still mildly pricey, and argan oil is very, very pricey. So if you don't have the ability to add tons of those, and also jojoba oil is so lightweight. So if you need something that's still very lightweight, like you do not want to overwhelm your biome, but at the same time doesn't absorb as fast as jojoba oil, I would recommend safflower oil. Safflower oil is super easy to find. I think you can find it in like grocery stores. Like I feel like I have seen it locally fairly easily, but then also at the same time, that depends on your location and what your stores carry. So it might not be as easy for you, but safflower oil is available fairly easily locally, and you can find it online. It's super cheap. And yeah, I recommend it if you're going to be making lotions. If you have a hair type in which you're going to be making a leave-in conditioner, and I would recommend it for curly girls. Like even if you have wavy hair, this is something that I think wavy haired girls could handle like in a deep conditioner. Try it out in a deep conditioner before you try it in a leave-in conditioner for you. But it's such a lightweight oil that when you can figure out like the amount that your body likes, it's so versatile. It's a really great oil. It is light in color. It has almost no amber to it at all. It's basically like very, very white, light yellow. And it has nearly no odor as well. So it carries any kind of scents that you want to put in it or steep into it, or other oils that you add to it. It takes on those scents. And I've noticed no skin reactions with it also. The next oil I would like to discuss is Babassu Oil. So, with Babassu Oil, it is the first oil in this in the series that is a firm oil, and it is a lighter weight firm oil. So it's solid at room temperature, or like 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And coconut oil would be like considered a firm oil. So Babassu oil is also a firm oil, and Babassu oil is lighter than coconut oil. Coconut oil is not in this review, but Babassu oil is super, super lightweight for a firm oil. So now we're getting into like the heavier items of oils. So if you do not need a lot of oil in your hair to deep condition it, stick to the argan oil and the jojoba oil and the safflower oil. However, anyways, I've made products for many hair types, and I've had great success with people that have straight or like minimally textured hair, very much enjoying also a deep conditioner that has Babassu oil in it. So Babassu oil is a very lightweight, firm oil. It doesn't really have a scent. Let me go and smell it. I actually have some Babassu oil. So I went to go smell the Babassu oil, and yeah, it has basically no scent. So yeah, that's nice. And I recommend this oil for something like if you can handle a deep conditioner and if you don't have any texture in your hair at all, and you can handle a deep conditioner or like to do deep conditioning treatments, Babassu oil would be a great thing to add to that. For my hair, I have really curly hair, and it's really long, so having to keep up with the moisture in it, I utilize Babassu oil in my leave-in conditioner. I've used leave-in conditioners with heavier weight oils, but currently I'm enjoying the space in which I can gauge using more if I want to by having lighter weight oils in my leave-in conditioner versus not using very much with heavier weight oils. So that's been fun for me, and I really enjoy using Babassu oil in my leave-in conditioner. It leaves my hair very moisturized. Babassu oil is not something that I use regularly on my body. It is really lightweight, but I can find coconut oil more easily, way more readily available. And I can use it for my body more than I would use Babassu oil. So for me, I use Babassu oil primarily in my hair care products, not on my face and not on my body. I recommend that if you have a lot of Babassu oil, you could use it in those regions, but to me, it is a luxury space because I greatly enjoy using the ingredients. So I want to utilize it in the places with which I want to apply like the most care. And for me, that's my hair. Like I just don't need it on my body. There are better things that I can use. And the last fat that I would like to talk about in this video is aloe vera butter. So this is, I'm pretty sure, the only not real butter that I'm going to be discussing like ever. And it is a very lightweight butter. Now, other butters like shea butter and like Babassu butter, they come from like seeds that have fat in it. Aloe butter is not a real butter because it is made from fractionated coconut oil usually and aloe vera plant, like the leaves and the juice inside and the meat. So like all of that process is used to create aloe vera butter, and so it's not like a naturally occurring butter. I really enjoy aloe vera butter. I would recommend that for anywhere you want to use a lightweight butter. Anywhere you want to use a lightweight butter. So I don't use it for my body. I think I have in the past in muscle rubs and in some lotions. I just don't utilize it a lot. I kind of like a little bit more moisture for my body, so I use heavier weight things for my body in my moisture capacity. But I'll explain that with the oils that come there. For aloe vera butter, I have primarily used it for my hair. It used to be very easy for me to get a few years ago, but recently I've noticed that the sizing of it has been like reduced and the price has been increased. So it seems like the price fluctuation of aloe vera butter is in question right now, and it might be like moderately priced. So it's not super expensive, but it's not as cheap or as easy to get as it once was. I highly recommend it though. It's a very lightweight butter. It has no smell. It's very healing and cooling and soothing. Actually, the first batch I had did have like that kind of like almost like pool smell, like with aloe vera. It wasn't like chlorine. It wasn't full blown chlorine, but it smelled very like fresh. The second batch of aloe vera butter that I've gotten more recently doesn't have a smell at all. So it's either fresh or no smell from the batches that I've had. And it absorbs into my hair very easily. It melts very quickly in the hand because it's fractionated coconut oil, so it like immediately like starts melting as soon as you like scoop it up. Basically, it holds its shape at room temperature, but I don't live in a warm climate, like a super warm climate, so it's good at room temperature. It's still firm at room temperature, but it melts immediately upon touching my skin or hands and hair, and it absorbs very easily, very quickly. I would say the absorption rate is similar to that of potentially the Argon Oil in relation to being an oil, truly. Like, it absorbs very quickly. So about the same rate or slightly faster than jojoba oil. It absorbs very quickly. I guess it requires some massaging. It is a butter, but the absorption rate of the butter is so comparable to the oil that it's insane, like just how lightweight it is. So I would recommend it again in any spaces in which you like to moisturize in a lightweight capacity. If you like using like body butters or lotions, and you want something on your face, like I would recommend this if people lived in really dry climates. Like if you live in the desert and you need a moisturizer, put aloe vera butter in your lotions and your emulsified things that you're applying to yourself. that will help heal your cracked skin. It'll moisturize you, and it'll be something you can apply very easily and liberally, and be and feel comfortable that it's not going to clog your pores. So those are the 5 oils that I wanted to review today. I hope that you gleaned any information from this review. And next time I'll talk about 5 more or whatever different oils and fats and things, so that way you can have a more clear understanding of how I use them, how they affected me and my hair, and if I like them. Thank you for listening. I hope you have such a good day. And I just wanted to say, yeah, I just want to say I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And I hope you never forget that you are lovable and you're allowed to express yourself however you want to. You're exactly right. Anything that you said that might have been mean or like out of malice, that doesn't have to be who you are, and you don't have to perpetuate that. Like, you can let go of that, you can heal from that, and you can not feel bad from that anymore. Like, anything that you say lashing out at people is usually coming from a space in which, like, you haven't been loved properly in those places. And I just want you to know that it's okay if you're learning and growing and you've done things that you don't like before, and that you want to be better or do things differently now. You're allowed to do that, and nothing is like still attached to you all of the time. You're a new person. You get to be a new person all the time with experiences that you have had. You're making new decisions at all of the time moving forward. You're doing such a good job. And I believe in you. And I love you. And I hope you find more people that believe in you and tell you that they believe in you and that they love you. Thanks for listening. I hope you have such a good day.